Hi, welcome to a new vlog. Welcome back. Welcome. I can't do my introduction today. Hi, welcome. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It's great to have you here. Although that's a lie for this video. If you're new here, this might not be the video that you want to watch. But if you're one of my lovely returning friends, I have bad news as well as like an update and just why there wasn't a video last week and why videos going forward might just be a little bit either sporadic or inconsistent, or are those the same words? Or just not my usual kind of energy, because I'm not in my usual energy. I don't want to film this. I don't. And I have no idea what I'm going to title this. Because I don't want it to sound like it's clickbait, but I also feel like I need to warn you. If you've been following since Christmas, you know that Lexi, our dog Lexi, had started to have problems with seizures. She passed away on Wednesday. And I obviously can't not tell you all that, because Gus and Lexi, our two dogs, are such a huge part of this channel. And Gus and our old dog, Luna, had been around since before I started YouTube. But Lexi, her entire life with us, has been captured in these vlogs. I need to go back and find the first vlog with her in it. But we got her in 2018 and I started this channel in 2016. So, you know, it's so funny, well, not funny, but it's interesting, I guess, how just a month or so ago I was rewatching old Vlogmas vlogs and I found the vlog from just before a Vlogmas. I think it would have been 2017 when I had to tell you all that Luna had passed. And now here I am doing that for Lexi. And I know to some people a dog is a dog and this is just what happens. But I know to a lot of you, you are very similar to my family, where a dog or a cat or any pet isn't just a pet. They're a part of your family. And that's exactly how Lexi was for us. And so it's been very difficult. So it's now Saturday, so it hasn't even been a full week yet. So I'm still very much in this space. But yeah, it's why there wasn't a vlog on Wednesday, because that was the day everything was happening. So she'd been not doing well the last several days in particular. The several days, the like week prior to her passing, she was starting to really struggle. And we thought we started preparing ourselves that this might be the end. But for several weeks prior to that, pretty much since the seizure started, you know, the medication helped in that it prevented her seizures, but it caused other problems that might have then caused even more problems. And I think it gave us more time with her while she was still relatively herself, but then either, we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. It could have either been connected to the seizures, or the seizures could have been connected to other stuff going on, and this could have all been where we were going to end up no matter what. Many dogs, we saw this when we were researching the seizure issue, many dogs live for many years on seizure medications. And that's why we think that the seizures weren't the main problem, but that the seizures were a symptom of another underlying problem. At least that's my theory. Her breed of dogs, and she's a mix of breeds, is prone to a lot of different health conditions, and she's had one issue after another in the several years that we had her. So in a way, we probably should have been more prepared that she wasn't going to live as long as her other dogs, but she was just such a special little dog with just the purest heart. And you know, you always want your dogs to live forever. And so we've been through this, well, you know, before. We've been through this with 2 other dogs, with a cat. My sister's gone through it with her bunny. So the family's going through this with 3 family pets and 4 pets in total. And it's never easy. It's the worst part of having pets in the family. It's the absolute worst part. But all the years that we had with her were the best part. And so that's what you have to focus on. I don't want to go into every detail because I don't want to upset all of you. I don't want to upset myself any more than I already have. This has been me for the last few days since this all happened. But on Tuesday she started, but just quickly, she had started to do even more poorly on Monday. She'd started having seizures again. And on Tuesday morning, my mom took her to the vet. By Tuesday night, she really wasn't well. I had a call from my mom. She was very, very worried. I packed up an overnight bag, rushed over to the house. Mom and I spent Tuesday night sleeping on the couch with Lexi and Gus, because Gus wouldn't leave. He wouldn't go sleep in the room with Dad. So Mom and I both only got about 3 hours of sleep, you know, cumulative across the whole night. And Lexi just never got better. And so on Wednesday we took her to the vet, and she was gone. So that, it was just a really, really rough, bad day. I'm thankful for that night that we got to spend with her. But like by Wednesday morning, it was as if she was already gone. There was no sign of her anymore. So yeah. Making things even worse, I came home Wednesday afternoon and was still pretty distraught about Lexi. And that evening, I got a text from a coworker, one of my supervisors, asking if I was okay. I don't want to say everything, but basically, while everything was happening with Lexi, I was being informed via the email, my work email that I wasn't paying any attention to, of a passing of someone I'm connected to through work. And for privacy for that, I don't want to give more specifics, but it's someone that I wasn't very, very close to personally, but was connected to professionally, and it's two things happening at pretty much the same time, and I can't process it. It's basically been as if my brain has short-circuited, and I don't know. I'm going back and forth between feeling absolutely numb and just being really, really, really sad. If it was just one of these incidents or the other, I'd probably be handling it a little bit better. But I just bounce between the two and how sad each of them are. And so there's no relief. So Wednesday morning I didn't upload the vlog. I had a vlog. It was uploaded. I didn't publish it, so it's not that I didn't upload it, I didn't publish it. It was uploaded, it was ready to go. It will be the vlog that will have gone up just prior to this one. But I just didn't want to have a vlog out there. I didn't want to be having my notifications going off with people commenting and stuff, and I didn't want to be dealing with social media or anything on Wednesday for obvious reasons. So the week that you're watching this, there should be that vlog and now this vlog. Not sure how good the rest of this vlog is going to be. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna vlog the rest of Saturday. It's kind of a cloudy day. Although I can see, I think the clouds are going to break up, so I don't know how cloudy it will stay. But I'm gonna try to go for a hike or a walk around the neighborhood. I haven't decided which, but we're gonna go for a walk. I will take you with me. I have a hair appointment later, which I was supposed to have on Wednesday, canceled that. She, by some weird coincidence, just happened to get a cancellation for just a few days later, today on Saturday. So I'm gonna go take that cancellation, and then we might try to do some book work. But I am now at a point where I'm kind of taking this weekend to just process everything. Lexi and the stuff that's happened at work. And then on Monday, I have to start getting back to the new normal. So I don't know what the vlogs are going to be like. I don't want them to all be me being sad and depressed, because that's not what you come here for. But I've said this a million times, these vlogs are also my video diary, and so I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. So they might just be very focused around books or writing, something that won't really cause me to think about everything. I don't know how I'm going to film Easter. I always vlog Easter, but I don't know what that's going to be like. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try to pull myself together and try to get out there before it gets too warm and too sunny. We all know I love a cloudy day anyway, but on a day like today, a sunny day just feels unrelentingly happy when I'm not unrelentingly happy. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish getting ready for getting hiking, but or for my walk, whatever I'm gonna end up doing. But I have a bunch of clips of Lexi. I'm not gonna put them to a sad song. I didn't do that with Luna, so I'm not gonna do that with Lexi. But I do want to leave our last memories of Lexi on the vlog as being happy ones. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go collect myself. I'm gonna let you all watch the little Lexi montage, and then we will go get some fresh air. Are you wagging your tail? You're wagging your tail? Yeah. You smell something. Go see. Go investigate. Where's the smell coming from, Lex? Just coming to you. What are you doing? You goofball. You are such a goofball. Hello? What are you doing? Oh? Oh? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing?
One of those things in a few years I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I treated myself to this. And I didn't.
There's your mommy.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, you abandoned me.
She said you got your hearing all this junk.
You abandoned me. Basically.
You're such a good boy. Yes, you are.
Are you a pretty girl? What are you doing? What? I know. Okay, I am now at the park and I'm trying to stay collected, but I did just pass 3 people walking dogs that were all little white fluffy dogs, so that was less than ideal. But yeah, it's just about 9 o'clock. Oh no, it is Saturday. I got here and the park is busy. And for some reason I was still thinking it was Friday. It's Saturday. I knew that. I knew that too. I knew it was Saturday, but I clearly forgot it was Saturday. I ended up taking Thursday off of work. I spoke with my supervisor, one of my supervisors, and after getting news about the other loss, I called her immediately and was just like, I've just heard about this, but here's also what's going on. I just don't know what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to stay home tomorrow and cancel class. And she was like, completely understandable. Not working on Thursdays, just I'm losing track of days, but that's okay. I think that's what I need to just zone out. I haven't been hiking since Monday. Monday would have been the last day that I went hiking, because Tuesday I did go to campus and taught, and then Tuesday night I raced over to the house, and then Wednesday was dealing with everything with Lexi. Thursday I just went for a walk around the neighborhood because that was the most I could handle. And then yesterday I just counted Whole Foods as my workout. Going to Whole Foods got me out of the apartment, got me walking around at least a little bit. So that was that. But today, the weather, it's warmed up over the last few days, but it is starting to cool down again randomly. And then it's going to warm up in the middle of this coming week and then cool back down again for Easter, which is amazing. This is definitely unusual for late March, but I'm taking it. As I said, back in the apartment, having a cloudy day today is just really nice, not only because I love cloudy days, but because when you're not feeling well, a sunny day just feels happier than you feel. And that just, for me, then a sunny day makes me feel even worse for being sad when it's so cheerful looking outside. I'm glad it's a cloudy day. Some parts of the cloud bank seem thicker than others, so the sun is trying to break through, but it should be pretty nice. I don't think I'm going to go for a long hike. I have plenty of time before my appointment, but I'm just not feeling well. I mean, my IBS has been struggling since before all of this, but with all the emotional turmoil, my IBS is really not doing well. So my stomach, my whole GI system just feels like it's constantly in knots. So I don't think I want to be getting that far out on the trail. I think I want to stick close to the visitor center and close to my car. I just want to try to do at least 30 minutes. So I might just do 15 minutes out and then turn around and come 15 minutes back. And that will be enough for today. But it is a lovely day, nice and cloudy and cool. Clearly, again, because it's Saturday, wasn't thinking it was Saturday. I knew it was Saturday, but driving here, for some reason, I just had it in my head. It was Friday. It's Saturday, and you can tell by the parking lot and how busy it is. So I think that's another reason I don't want a really long hike. I don't want to be around people right now. I see some flowers blooming. There's a big creosote bush in front of me that's got yellow blooms on it, and there's some, I think they're called brittle bush, but they've got their bright yellow flowers. All of those have really started to pop, especially like up by the visitor center area. So we'll see if more of them have started to pop along the trail. So there are these big bushes that are like sage green leaves. Like there's a silvery sage green. They're really pretty. And they've been dead for like almost all of the winter. And I was watching throughout the late part of the winter as the new leaves started popping, and they started filling back out and getting like lush and lively again. And now the new stems have started to come up. So a lot of them around the desert, the fresh stems have popped up, but from the stems, there's these little like seed heads. And then from those, these yellow petals start to unfold. So there's one right next to my car. So I will show you all that when I get out. But yeah, let's just go for a lovely hike. And today I am literally just taking it 1 minute at a time. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, and that was a lovely hike. Had a really good time. I was out there for longer than I thought, because the point that I wanted to hike to just took me longer to get to. I wasn't thinking, I should have known it was going to take me more than 30 minutes, more than 15 minutes to get out to that point, and more than 15 minutes to get back. So I did 1.46 miles in about 45 minutes. So not too bad. Not terribly fast, but not terribly slow. The clouds stayed cloudy, so I love when they do that. Little tiny bit of sun trying to peek through, but it stayed fairly cloudy the whole time. And just a little bit breezy, so that's good too. But yeah, it was nice to have a hike where I could hike for a little while and not get rained out. Last Saturday was good when I came out here with Mom, and that's the last vlog you would have seen. So that we had a good time. We had great weather for that hike. The day before, on Friday, wasn't supposed to rain, was not supposed to rain all day, and then had a freak rainstorm come in the afternoon right as I was wanting to go hiking. I could see I'd been working and editing and doing stuff, and I could see it was starting to get cloudy right as I was getting ready to go for a hike. And I'm like, okay, I need to get out there. And as I got out there, I could see it was really stormy, getting really dark. And I thought, okay, I'm going to hike out for like at least 10 minutes or so, and then I'll turn around. If it looks like I need to turn around sooner, I will. And I did manage to get about a 25 minute hike that day, but it was starting to get really windy, and I was starting to hear some thunder just as I was coming off the trail. So got off just in time. Then on Sunday, after my nice hike with Mom, same thing. Went out for a hike, could see it was starting to get stormy, didn't know how long I was going to be able to hike for, managed just enough time for like a 30-minute hike, and then that was it. And then the same thing happened on Monday. It was like a weird mini March monsoon where it just felt like almost every afternoon where there was a big storm that kicked up in the afternoon. And for 3 of those days, I was trying to hike in the afternoon right as it was getting stormy. So that wasn't terribly fun, but it was nice to get that rain, so that's good. But yeah, I'm glad I got out here this morning for this hike, and the weather should be really nice tomorrow and Monday, so I'm going to try to come out for hikes tomorrow and Monday. Then Tuesday I have to work. Wednesday I think it's going to warm up again. Then Thursday I have to work. But then I think by next Friday, it's going to start cooling down again. So I think next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, go for an Easter hike. So yeah, it was good to get out for a hike. I needed this. Right now, I don't have the energy to like do a lot. So I really have been like, since Wednesday, like since getting home back to my apartment on Wednesday after Lexi passed, I just have been laying on the couch and not doing a lot. It's why I've been trying to still get out and do something like a walk or a hike or going to Whole Foods or something like that, because I know that laying on the couch is one of the reasons why like I forgot it was Saturday for a moment. But yeah, now I need to go home and get cleaned up. It's only 2 minutes past 10, so it's still pretty early in the day. My appointment isn't until almost 2 at 1:50. So I want to be ready to leave the apartment at 1. I do not need 50 minutes to get there, but I am losing track of time easily right now. So I want to be ready to go by 1 so that I will be ready to go by the time I actually need to leave. But that's still 3 hours from now. So I have plenty of time to go home and get cleaned up. I might try to do some book work. I have some editing I want to do. I only have like 1 or 2 more chapters in the epilogue. I'm really close to being done. I've not done any editing all week since Monday. So the last time I vlogged was Saturday And I did do some editing on Sunday, and then I did some editing on Monday. So I'm almost done. So yeah, let me go home and get cleaned up and kind of ready to go for my appointment, or mostly ready to go. Get some breakfast and all of that stuff, and then we can maybe do some editing before my hair appointment. Okay, I am just crossing off the last chapter, or rather the epilogue, on my sticky note. So let's see how many words. I'm done. Well, I'm not done, but hold on. Let's do this properly. Let's count this up. So I've done 11,138 words today, which brings us up to 112,106 words total, which is funny because I've edited more words than what it's ended up being as the total word count. I don't know. Anyway, I am not completely done editing. I've gone through all the chapters and I've done all the comments and notes that are in the chapters. I've done some of the other general editing notes, but there's still some big things and some little things that kind of need to be addressed throughout. So I'm not completely done with draft 2. I need to leave in a couple minutes, so I'm not going to do any more editing right now. So there's a couple things that are those bigger notes, but then there's a bunch of things that are really little. I think I just need like one more day where I can really think. So it's not going to happen today, and it's probably not going to happen tomorrow, but maybe on Monday or sometime later this week. I had gotten really ahead. And then with everything that's happened this past week, I've just kind of stalled out. I don't want to say I'm getting behind, but it just honestly hasn't been a priority. I'm not even going to try to justify it to myself. I literally don't care that I haven't edited this week. It's not only not a big deal, it's not a deal at all. Like, it doesn't factor into anything at this point. There are just other things that are far more important and far bigger things to be upset about. I'm not going to be upset about editing. So I haven't made that much progress on this, but it's okay, and it's still in a decent position, and I will get back into a routine and a rhythm with it when I feel mentally able. With everything that's been going on and processing, not only losing Lexi, but also this thing that happened at work, my brain can't, I have no mental or emotional capacity to deal with anything. Certainly not anything creative. It's like the creative side of my brain has just been shut off. It's very rare when that happens, and it usually is something really big like this, when there's a kind of traumatic life event or a catastrophic life event or something like that. It just being creative isn't the priority. Taking care of myself is the priority. But I'm struggling even to read. I put the book I was reading on pause, and I'm rereading another book that I've read twice already, but that's just kind of what I need right now. Something that just is not difficult because there's only so much YouTube I can watch before I feel like I'm losing my mind. So yeah, I'm struggling, and I don't want to totally distract myself and avoid feeling things. So I'm letting myself feel stuff as it comes up, but I am trying to avoid dwelling for too long of a time at any one go. I'm trying not to dwell for a long time in those feelings. I try to like feel it for a little bit and then distract myself until the next time it comes up, the next wave hits, and then I let myself feel that, ride that wave, and then try to distract myself again. So it's coming and going, and I think that's natural. That's certainly how it's always been in the past when I've gone through something like this. So it is what it is. But I've made some good progress today on editing. I had wanted to get through these last few chapters and get up to the point of just needing to address these last few notes that are in my notes section of Scrivener. It's all the notes that were in my project notebook. So gotten up to that stage. Project Darkness update, because I did make some progress on that on Monday. I think I finished working on it kind of on Monday, and then I did a little bit on Friday. I finished reading through the first draft, so that's good. But now I'm at a point where I need to start working on things on Scrivener, and I don't know what the right next step is, and because of how I'm feeling, I can't think straight to be able to do that. So it's almost time for me to start working on that project in Scrivener and like start doing some more serious notes writing and idea planning and outlining and starting to make like a solid editing plan. But I need my brain to be functioning a little bit better and be back into that creative zone before I can start actually doing that. So there has been some progress on Project Darkness since the last vlog, and because the last vlog did have a big update on that, and I was starting to reread that first draft. So since the last vlog in this past week, I have finished that, but then I haven't really been able to do much more on that since. So we'll get there eventually. But yeah, I'm feeling good about this, but I'm ready to go get my hair done and then come home and probably not do a whole lot for the rest of the afternoon. I think I'm done on doing stuff. I've had my hike, I've done some writing or editing. I feel like I've been somewhat productive. Now I'm ready to be very unproductive for the rest of Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna end this vlog, and I don't mean to end it so abruptly, but I was doing okay throughout the day after that opening clip, and it's getting later, I'm getting more tired, and I'm getting much more emotional. So I don't want to end the vlog the way I began it. So we're just gonna end it. It's been a nice day, as much as it could have been. I had a lovely hike. Glad I got to do some editing. Glad I could cross off those last chapters. I feel like I know what's left. It'll get done eventually, but I feel like I have ticked off a big step, so that's good. My hair appointment went well. I've got nice, freshly dyed roots. And I've had a lovely afternoon, very cozy afternoon reading on the couch. And I've just made some very delicious smelling chocolate cake. I'm not sure if I'll eat any tonight. Later for dessert, I might save it for tomorrow, but I wanted to get it made today, so yay me, I did that. But yeah, I've imported all the footage up to now, and it's pretty much at the length of a vlog, and I'm not gonna edit that first 15 minutes. I can't bear to go back and watch it and edit it, and it is what it is. If you watched all of that, thank you. Thank you for being there for me in that way. I really appreciate it. This is one of those vlogs where, you know, this channel is a record of my life. It's my video diary. Essentially, I just choose to share it with the internet instead of keeping it completely private. Very odd decision I made, but there you go. So, you know, I share the good, the bad, and everything in between on this channel. And you all are very perceptive. Every time I have been dealing with something privately before I finally kind of share it with the vlog, you all most of you, many of you pick up on that and will send me DMs or will leave a comment just saying you hope everything's okay. And so I knew even if I tried to keep this to myself, it wouldn't work. You all would know. Being that I'm dealing with 2 losses, both personally and professionally, it's more than I would be able to hide from you. And as far as our family losing Lexi, there's no way I could hide that from you unless I just never vlogged at the house again, which isn't going to happen. And I don't know how much or if or whatever of Easter I'm going to vlog. I always vlog Easter, but it would be very obvious that she's not there. I knew I wanted and needed to tell you all, but I still did not want to film this vlog, if that makes sense. I wanted to, but I didn't want to. So I don't want to have to do a ton of editing. I just want to, this vlog needed to be made. I needed to put it out there for myself as well as for many of you, because a lot of you have been following for quite a while and you know Lexi through the vlogs. And so I wanted to let you guys know, but it's not a vlog. It's just not a day I want to remember. It's not a vlog I want to go back and edit. Usually with filming vlogs, it's a way of me being able to relive happy moments. And there are some vlogs that I just love editing because it gives me a chance to relive a really good day. This is not one of those vlogs. So I don't want to have to do a ton of editing. So I'm going to keep this short. So yeah, if you've made it this far in the vlog, if you've spent this day hanging out with me, you know, it does help sometimes to pick up the camera and feel like I've got people to talk to. So thank you for keeping me company today. I've had the last couple days of just kind of being alone in my apartment, sitting with all of these emotions. So thank you for hanging out with me today and watching if you've made it through the whole vlog. Even if you've skipped around and only watched parts, thank you for at least sticking around and watching to the end. If you have made it this far, please leave some heart emojis in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't have a question. I'm just gonna end this and I'll just say, if you have stuck around, if you have watched, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will see you all again very soon in a future vlog, but I do truly appreciate you watching this one and just spending the day with me. So thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye.